Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina. I'm here to do another love reading for the sign of Sun, Moon, Rising Virgo for the month of July 2019, Virgo. Now, your cards are on my table as I always have them. Your love energies are on my table. This might resonate for some people and might not resonate for some people. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest, guys. Okay. Now, having said this, your romance angel guidance is telling me two things in here. One, the first one is true love. So, whoever is sitting in your zone for the month of July 2019, this person is definitely the significant other, your romantic partner, whosoever, your spouse, in your love zone. This is your true love, guys, Virgo. And this person is definitely bringing in the romance of a lifetime that you are truly and definitely going to enjoy for the rest of the time period. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now, for this true love, for you to enjoy this true love, Virgo, you have to allow your passion to float into your love zone, guys. Your passion, your flame, your love. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now, this is only possible, Virgo, is only when you open your chakras. Your crown chakra, your base chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra to sing, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, because when you do that you will be entering into this vibration of your true love, who is either already there present for you, or they are in the point in time where they are coming in the month of July 2019. And this true love card, guys, is a beautiful card. If you see the depiction of this picture in here, it will show you the couple, the romantic couple. They are standing beside each other, holding together one another, and the angel behind both of them, guys. Okay. So, but definitely, Virgo, remember, this is the bottom line of your love story for the month of July 2019, is for you to enjoy this passionate affair of this true love. You have to open your own passion and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And only then it's like they are connected. It's only when the passion comes in, Virgo, clearing all the negative energies. It's only when the passion enters the zone, that's when you will realize that this person is definitely your true love, and you will be able to enjoy your love with them, guys. Okay, I'm going to keep these two cards on the side in here. If we need them, we will use them in the reading. Now, with regards to your love energy, guys, at this point in time, um, your significant other's energy is in their higher self. They are still holding some kind of a conflict. Uh, this kind of a conflict is definitely not a battle, but again, it's a conflict, it's a rivalry, it's a competition, and it's a very subtle uh, kind of a conflict, but it is one that they are holding in their higher self, which means that, they are unhappy with something that is not working out in their love life with you, Virgo. So that is what they are disturbed about. That is what they do not like. That is what they are kind of, battling with. But it's very subtle. But at the same time, it's there. It's there in their zone, guys. And plus, with the moon card in the reverse, it tells me that this kind of an energy that they are holding in their higher self is definitely creating a lot of fear situation in their higher self. They are misinterpreting things with you, Virgo. That's creating some confusion in their higher self with the moon in the reverse. But, this is what they are all about in the month of July 2019. So I guess The ball is in your court, Virgo, to correct the situation now. Okay, because the significant other is not happy about something, either what you have done or what you are doing, or something that they want you to reform, to change, and that is not happening. So, therefore, this whole thing about their misinterpretation, fear because they are not able to get over this five of wand energy, guys, because that is what is creating the fear in them, that they are not being able to clear their higher self area where they can feel all secured and nice and happy about your love situation. Excuse me. Now, having said this, Virgo, your higher self energy is very good. You have the Ace of Cups in here, okay, which means, again, it means that you're looking for love. You are definitely wanting to bring that beautiful connection back. Excuse me. You're trying to work with everything that is happening in your own zone. But at the same time, you know, you are, and for this again, because maybe you have realized that you need this person, and this person is your true love. But again, you have to allow that passion to come in. And that is what the Ace of Cup is all about in here. It's about the passion that you are kind of attracting from the universe, to bring it in your zone, the passion of love, to fill this Ace of Cups with the new feeling of love, with your spiritual connection with this person that you have, with your intuitive self that you are using to bring back the passion, to bring back that flame of love, to fill it with joy, happiness, bliss, enjoyment, everything. Because in this cup, you have to put all the elements, the air, water, fire, and earth. And it's only when you put in all the elements in the cup, that's when the cup will be filled with love, enjoyment, and bliss, guys. Okay. Now, these this cup, it actually, when it's filled, that's what you want to do, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, in the month of July 2019. When this cup is filled, it represents the power of your own intuition. And also, it will show you the importance of listening to your inner voice with the Ace of Cups. And this you're doing because you want to attain the emotional and spiritual fulfillment that is depicted in this card in here, guys. And that is your connection with your significant other, and that is why you will also have to allow that passion to float into your zone to fill this cup. And once the cup is kind of being filled, guys, Virgo, you have to remain true to that particular situation, regardless of whatever happens in your zone, to follow your inner voice, to keep this cup filled with love, guys. But this will definitely require a lot of emotional discipline at your end. But again, the rewards that it can bring are, in the cup itself, overflowing joy and happiness. And that is in your higher self, guys, Virgo, which is definitely a good energy at this point in time to have. Okay, so now when you get this card in here, it also tells me that this is the time, Virgo, that you need to clear your emotional garbage or baggage. Let it loose, okay? And start living your life to the fullest. This cup or this card indicates a new beginning in your love life and the chance for you to start fresh in this love zone. So, when this is the thing that's happening, what it is that it is kind of opening yourself to the possibility of bringing this love back into your life. It could be your old love, it could be new love, it could be a new relationship, romantic relationship, that does have the ability to make you emotionally happy and fulfilled, Virgo. So that is what you definitely have to keep in mind with regards to all the other energies in your higher self for the month of July 2019. Now, as far as your heart energy is concerned, for the two of you guys in the month of July 2019, you have the lovers in the reverse, you have the hermit in the reverse, and then you have the nine of swords. So, which is very clear message, guys. You are pining for this love, both of you guys. You'll want this love. You'll want to fill the cup, but at the same time, with the other person's energy being in that state of confusion, fear, misinterpretation, rivalry, conflict, this is kind of, the nine of sword is kind of giving you a hard time in the heart as well, guys. Okay. But at the same time, both of y'all want that emotional fulfillment. Both of y'all want the joy and happiness. Both of y'all are connected spiritually because, again, in the heart, both of you guys, y'all are lonely with the hermit in the reverse and the lovers in the reverse, where it clearly tells me, excuse me, where it clearly tells me that being lonely is giving you both a hard time because both of you guys want that love back into your zone, in your heart energy. In your soul energy, guys, both of you have the tower moment in here. And tower has come to me in the upright, which is again, as I said, for Virgo, and this goes for your significant other too. You all have to give this fear, confusion, rivalry a tower moment. Okay, clear the emotional baggage. Even for you, Virgo, whatever emotional, sorry, whatever emotional baggage you are holding on to your soul, you have to clear that to proceed with this love story, to bring this true love back into your zone, to allow the passion to flow from the universe with its frequency and vibrations in your zone as well, Virgo. So it's all up to you guys now. The ball is in your court. How you take this, how you work with this, how you manage to create this beautiful love story because you have everything in your zone. It's only you, both of you guys, that have to work towards bettering the situation in the month of July 2019. Let's take a clarifier for all the higher self energy, the Five of Wands, the Moon in the reverse, the Ace of Cup, the Lovers in the reverse, the Hermit in reverse, Nine of Swords, and the Tower. Please give me a clarifier for all the higher self energy in here for Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo in the month of July 2019. But definitely it's not a problem that you cannot work with, guys. You can definitely work with this situation, but it's up to you to manage this situation, to start this new beginning with the Ace of Wands. Everything is in your zone, as I told you. So how you take it, how you work with it, to bring back your Three of Cups, your joy, your happiness, to fill this Ace of Cup in here, to give it the Tower moment, to finish everything, to start the new beginning, to fill your cup back with your love and joy, to have an equal give and take relationship with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, allowing yourself to move in the right direction with the right balance and finding the right middle path in this relationship, in yourself, in every other spheres to balance your situation in the higher self, guys. Okay, so you do have everything right here at your disposal. It's how you take it, it's how you work with it, it's how you kind of bring this beautiful relationship to its fruition, bringing the harvest, ripening the harvest, walking along the right path to bring this beautiful energy back to where it should belong to. Now, having said this, in your past, Virgo, you have with your relationship, this card has come out while I was shuffling, it's the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me in the past, guys, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, y'all definitely were tired about something in your love zone. You had been questioning motives, whether you should walk with it, whether you should leave it, whether you should stay with this person, whether you should continue this love relationship, because you were really tired. You were exhausted. You did not believe, or rather, your confidence was being taken away from you in the past, and you might not have been in a position to take that risk because you might not have been a risk taker in the past, guys. You know, Making the move towards a long term commitment, you were scared to do that because you thought that if you make the commitment, you might not be able to walk out of that commitment, kind of an affair, kind of a situation, because you were not trusting this love connection, guys. And hence, what you did in the past is you created a boundary between each other, between you and the other person, and with that boundary, basically, you had imprisoned the love within the four walls of your mistrust and exhaustion, guys. And that's what you did in the past. Okay. Now, there could be another reason, maybe, that long term commitment or that love or whatever you were thinking of in the past, you felt you did not have enough resources to meet the requirement of this love relationship or to face this challenge of this commitment, which is why you may have been running away from it or you had been avoiding doing what you had to do in the past. And it was Virgo, it was definitely your self created prison, it was your self created restriction that prevented you from going into the new height of love that you needed in order for this love relationship to grow. But now it's the time to be brave, to understand that, but also be careful not to make careless or heavy decisions that may cost you in future. So go slow but go steady with this Nine of Wands in the reverse, guys. Because you know in the past it was your fear, it was your mentality that affected this love relationship, Virgo. Since this card is showing up in your past zone. So now it tells me that you need to be brave, but at the same time be careful. But do something before again you're overtaken by fear that can consume you and prevent you from moving forward. So please do what you have to do. Allow the passion to float into your zone and trust that the universe is bringing the true love in your zone. And it's only when that happens to you, your fear will be gone and you will be able to move forward. Now, let's take a connecting card between your past and your present higher self. But this was in the past, guys. But again, let's take a connecting card between the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the present higher self. Please give me a card in here. Excuse me. Yeah, see? And it's time. You could not move the chariot then. Your chariot had been halted, okay? Because you had lost the balance in love. You had no direction towards this love story in the past. But now it's time for you to move forward, Virgo, before again your chariot, you put the brakes on it, okay? Because brakes are put when there is fear. So before again the time lapses and you are consumed in fear again, please move towards the right beginning that is entering your zone in the month of July 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, guys. Okay. Now, your physical energy is the Two of Swords in the reverse. And then you have faith. In this deck, it's the faith or the Hierophant, guys. Okay. So, which means in the upright, which means that in your present physical self energy, guys, you all are not indecisive anymore. You want this love. That's why you have the Ace of Cups in here. Okay, you probably have gone through that fear misinterpretation yourself, which is why your significant other is still, kind of in that energy, being topsy turvy about the same situation. Because again, because of what you have done in the past, Virgo, they are not being able to trust that you will be able to work with them in the right way going forward. So that is the reason why they're still in there. But your tower in the soul is going to clear this energy once you happen to step into the right place to believe that sacred knowledge of love, the spiritual connection on which you don't have any indecisiveness anymore. You know this connection, Virgo. You know that this connection with the Hierophant here is asking for your commitment, is asking for your love, is asking for you to bring back everything in the right order in your love zone and in your physical energy. You are now proceeding towards filling this Ace of Cups with joy and happiness and love and bliss and allowing things to clear up in the way that you want them to clear up, Virgo. Okay, so there is no indecision on the commitment factor now, guys. You want to come in, Virgo. You want to make this love story work. You want to take it forward. You want to put a ring, or you want to propose, whatever you have to do. But you want to do it because you have realized that the person you are holding with you in your love zone is your true love. And you have that emotional and spiritual bonding with this person in here. And that is the reason you want to now move forward in the month of July 2019. Let's take a connecting card between your present higher self and your present physical 3D at this point in time in the month of July. Please give me a card for the present higher self and the present physical 3D for Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Two of Swords in the reverse and Faith in the upright, guys. There you go. And now is the connection between your love that's going to fulfill you. It's going to get you back your Nine of Cups happiness, Virgo. So if you have to move, please move. The doors are opening for you in the month of July 2019. And please move towards it in the right direction. Don't stop the chariot because universe is asking you to go forward, having given you a second chance to proceed with this love story in the month of July 2019. Now, going forward towards the end of July, guys, there is Four of Wands, but it's the Four of Wands is come to me in the reverse, guys, which is telling me that definitely, you want the security back in your zone. With the Four of Wands, you want that marriage to happen, that commitment, that love to happen, okay? You want to move forward in the right order so that you can bring back the two people under the same altar in here, to hold your hands, to make this commitment work, to love each other in the right possible way. So you want that, but it's in the reverse, guys, which is telling me that, it's not entering your zone right away, the Four of Wands, because there is a lack of support from the other person in here at this point in time. Because you're changing energy. They're still holding that little pack of mistrust, fear, confusion in their higher self. So all that needs to be cleared with the Tower moment. That's going to take you some time before they can actually hold your hands. Because in the past, they might have wanted to hold your hand, but they were not able to because of you, Virgo. So it's not a blame game, but that's what has happened in here. Please understand the situation while I'm telling you this, okay? So in the days coming forward, in towards the end of July, you want this altar to come back to life, but then there is a lack of support at your end, guys. Okay, but at the same time, there is some kind of conflict in your zone, in your secured zone that you are holding. Okay, so it could be in your home, it could be outside your home, but there is a kind of a conflict which is again creating that lack of support between you and your significant other going forward in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay, so the Four of Wands is come to me in the reverse in here, which is going to take you time to bring it back in the right position, guys. And it's telling me that there is also a disbalance, a disbalance of your own stability and your own harmony. Okay, and this Four of Wands in the reverse implies that there is a breakdown of your harmony, or there's a lack of harmony in your home and family life situation if you have one. And there could be a lot of tension between the members of your family inside your house or other loved ones, but there is definitely a conflict area in here. Because I think what it is, guys, it could be a situation. It just kind of struck me. In fact, my spirit just put it in my brain. It could be that maybe the person you love, guys, Virgo, maybe, and the person you want to marry, you want to commit, it could be that that particular person is not liked by your family members. They do not want that person in your zone. So that is the reason. It's just an example. It could be, it may not be. But that could be one of the difficult situations, or it could be some financial situation that has suddenly entered your home life where you have to fend and tend your finances, which is again in turn is affecting your love situation, guys. It could be anything, but there is definitely a home conflict in this situation because, Virgo, as far as you are concerned, guys, you definitely want to share this with your very close family members. You want them to welcome this person in your life. You want to bring back that harmony. You want to stabilize your own future with the person you love. But again, that is where there is a lack of support in your zone in the physical world, guys. Okay, nobody's welcoming that thought of yours, or nobody's welcoming that somebody is not welcoming that kind of this kind of love relationship to enter the boundaries of their four walls, guys. Okay, so this kind of a situation, Virgo, could kind of leave you feeling very uncertain again when it comes to your own relationship, as well as the things that you can or cannot depend on, guys. Okay, so again, this is where you have to take a call, Virgo. You have to take a call with the tower moment here. Whether you want to proceed, whether you don't want to proceed, whether you're dependent on that situation, whether you're not dependent on that situation, whether you're able to accept the challenge to move forward in the right direction by being careful, but at the same time knowing that this person is your true love and that you are allowing that passion to flow into your zone. So the ball is in your court, Virgo, with regards to this problem in here and going forward in the month of July. Okay, so you have to take the call in here to find out what you want. Tap your intuition, Virgo. Let's take a clarifier for the Four of Wands in the reverse. Tap your intuition, Virgo, because again, if you don't, you won't be able to proceed. And look, there it is, right away. Two of Sword and Five of Wand again, guys. Wow. You're going to fight a battle. That's what I just told you, Virgo. You have to take a decision whether you have to fight your family members, if that's a story, override that conflict and go forward with your love, or whether you have to fight other battles. You have to take the call. The ball is in your court. However way, whichever way you choose to take the decision, You have to override that conflict in order for you to proceed forward, Virgo. That's the bottom line of your reading here for your physical energy. So the ball is in your court. You have to take the call for this. You have to call the shots. You don't have an option out here, Virgo. Definitely, you don't have an option. It's not the best thing to happen, but that is how life rolls. That's how life rocks. That's what I have to say to you. But at the same point in time, you know, it's a challenge. Let's look at it as a challenge for you, Virgo. And that's the challenge you have to overcome in the month of July 2019. In your environment, you have the Four of Swords in the reverse, guys. Again, in your environment, you're restless too because of all the situation, Virgo. You are restless, you're not being able to sleep well, you're not being able to rest well, you are kind of stressed out, burnt out with all this war zone in here. And this kind of a battle is that, the Five of Wands is something. In here, the Five of Wands is here, in the significant others energy, in your physical energy as well. It's like everybody's talking, everybody's arguing, but nobody's listening. It's very subtle. Nobody's bothered to listen to one another, but everybody wants their point made. Everybody wants their point to be taken, to be noted, but nobody's listening to one another to resolve the conflict. It's that kind of a situation, which is in turn, in your environment, is completely stressing you out, Virgo, at this moment in the month of July. Let's take a clarifier for the Four of Swords energy in the reverse, guys. Yeah, see, and now is the time you have to take a decision between your wisdom that's going to come to you from the universe, because you're still not getting hold of the wisdom completely, but it's floating in your zone, and that's going to tell you how you have to move and act and talk in the right direction. That's the word that's going to come to you from the universe. You have to listen to that wisdom that's going to come to you. That's going to be your guidance. That's going to be your guideline. Okay? But at this point in time, the wisdom is coming to you, but you're in contemplation of whether you have to move forward, whether you have to really take action on this. You're not able to decide. But when such things happen, my guidance to you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, would be, please open your heart, open your ears, open your passion, allow your heart to sing, to allow that frequency and the vibration to float into your own heart, where the wisdom itself will guide you in the right direction from the universe. Your hope and fear is temperance in the upright, guys. Okay, that's what you're hoping and fearing, that you should be able to find a middle path between this battleground in here. Okay, because this war zone is affecting your love relationship, guys. Definitely. So you're hoping, praying, fearing that you are able to find back the balance in this love relationship, where you're able to keep everybody happy, but at the same time, you can walk in the right direction, to temper your elements, to temper yourself, to find the middle path, to walk through this journey of the challenges that is presenting to you from the universe at this point in time. So that's your hope, that's your fear, which is very, very normal to happen, guys. Let's take a clarifier for the temperance card in here, okay? So you are trying to balance everybody, Virgo. That's what I told you. The ball is in your court, guys. You're trying to balance the situation. Not only yourself, but even your significant other, your other close members of the family, maybe your friends, your good friends, your relatives, your siblings, your parents. It could be anybody. But you're trying to find this middle ground, guys. Okay? Definitely, it's a big time challenge, I would say here. It's not an easy challenge, guys. Definitely a big time challenge for you, Virgo, but this is what it is. This story is a little bit twisted and complicated for your love life in the month of July 2019, but it's not impossible. It could be made possible only if you know how to work with this temperance card in here. Your hope and fear is telling you the Queen of Wands, where you need courage, you need determination, and you need your joy, guys. That's your answer to your hope and fear in here. Your outcome is the Ten of Swords. You're feeling stressed out, you're feeling burdened again because of all the situation. You're not a happy camper. You know, it's like everybody is killing you at the same time. You're finding it difficult to let people know that, listen, hey, okay, give me a break. I want to keep everybody happy. I want to make everybody happy, but you guys have to work with me. But at this point in time, that's not happening, which is why you're feeling stressed out, burnt out, depleted of your own energy level, where you're not being able to receive the goodness that's coming to you from the universe. Let's take a clarifier for the Ten of Swords in here. This person is really troubled, guys, in this deck in here. And that is your answer. With the Ten of Swords, guys, you have the King of Swords. That's what you need to do. Head over heart decision to end this problem. Not emotions, logic and rational. That's your guidance, guys, to bring this war zone to a stage of balance. Okay? So you need to use your head over your heart, be very logical, be very rational. You have to be stern, definitely. You have to be very, you use your, because, this is a very spiritual connection card as well. Use your spirituality, guys, to understand yourself, to kill the Ten of Swords energy, to move in the right direction with this King of Swords. I love this King of Swords. I think I might have told you guys before. This man is a very different kind of a king. He has, compassion, courage, everything, but he knows how to use them with his logic and rational, guys. It's a head over heart, discipline, truth. That is what the King of Swords is all about. And that is your answer to all your Ten of Swords problems, to all your problems at this point in time in the month of July. What it needs you to focus is to be sharp with your current situation, to be very objective, and you must establish your truth by sticking to the facts. Logical, rational approach. Use your intellectual power, guys. That implies that you will need to use your intellect to make your point known and attain your goals. Very important at this point. And with, besides, of course, your experiences, your education, with all that things in your package, you should be sharp, observant, to see deep down into the problems that comes into your way, to resolve that, because this man rules over the suit of sword. He has a special connection to the rules, to the laws, and diplomacy, which are the systems that is logical, thoughtful, applied, and manifested on this earth, guys. And that's what you need to do, Virgo. And that's where you have to be stern with your role, while ensuring that you have the clarity of mind at all times when judging a situation. You need to consider all possible consequences to make an appropriate judgment, keeping everybody in their own place. You will need to leave your emotions out of this judgment, please, to maintain rational thinking at all times. That's your outcome. If you can do this, you will be able to attain your victory, guys. And the King of Swords suggests that it's time for you to reason with others and be candid with the observations that you are making at this point in time, guys. Use your intellect, logic, to maneuver your path that lies ahead. And you will need to confront the issues at hand and make sober, rational decisions. Because the King of Swords implies that you, Virgo, should be able to look at any situation and make a decision with complete impartiality. That's what I told you. No emotions in here at all here, okay? And you can be the indicator guys, with this King of Swords, you will be the indicator of the high ethical standards that the King of Swords demonstrates in himself. Morph into that energy, make use of these energies as you have been guided to do, and at the same point in time, work towards the betterment of this love situation, but do that in the right way, guys. With this, I end my video. Goodbye, God bless, namaste, khuda hafiz, and love you all. Thank you very much.